All right, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. This is Don from Kenya Goodness TV. It's 10 p.m. and I'm basically shooting this video. I was meant to shoot it earlier on, but I was actually caught up with work. But breaking news: Kai Havertz, I think the third attacker, getting injured, and is basically out for the season. So let's dissect this. Let's talk about this, and you guys can also drop your thoughts in the comment section and let me know what you think. But that is the information that came in. I think earlier on I said on X, formerly known as Twitter, Kai Havertz is basically out for the season. He got an hamstring injury, and what do I say, man? It's really disappointing, as I think I've been supporting this club for the longest time, and coming across this information, I think is one of the most disappointing. I'm so gutted. I'm seething through my teeth. I'm so disappointed by the way this club does things. The thing is this, like, people say that I know rival fans are basically Liverpool must be rubbing its hands right now, because as is right now, I think even making top four might be difficult. Now, this goes back to the January window, and I think if you go back to my videos, for the guys who actually been listening, if you go back to my videos, I basically mentioned that this Ole Watkins thing was more like a PR kind of stand. That was yeah, that was basically just a PR kind of stand that basically just trying to manipulate the fans to think they're actually doing anything, but they're not doing. Instead, what these guys have been doing, they're basically gambling. Honestly, Arsenal, man, are we a Coventry side? Are we a Championship side? We claim to be this big club. That's the thing. As fans, we claim to be this big club, be among the top six clubs in England. We have this ego. You know, we basically carry ourselves as a big club. But you're moving like Coventry, you're moving like Southampton. Honestly speaking, all the fans, everybody saw it coming. Rival fans saw it coming. We as fans, imagine us, we as fans saw this coming. You're telling me the board, the guys are basically in charge, the directorship, the guys are basically in charge of managing players and doing all these things, didn't see this coming? If we fans, I'm just a layman as a fan, we knew that we were just one injury away, yeah, from capitulation. And this just takes me back to one thing. It's basically poor squad management. Because let me give you an example. If you look at a player like Kai Havertz, this guy Kai Havertz. Okay, this, let's forget about. I mean, the I don't. For me as a striker, I don't think he's in. He has this killer instinct of a number nine, but at least you're somebody who's contributing to the teams. At least you're somebody who will get goals. But think of it from this perspective. This guy, he played in the Euros. Remember, coming from last season, the whole of last season, Kai was playing. Remember, he was Mikel Arteta's favorite. Mikel Arteta has been pushing him. So last season, he played all the games. Probably maybe missed 2 or 3 games if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Then immediately after the break, they went for the Euros. So in the Euros, playing for the German side, I think they go to the semi-finals if I'm not wrong. Played the whole time. Okay. Then I went to preseason. I think he came back in preseason. I think he played preseason if I'm not wrong. And then this season, he's been playing, I think, 90% of the games. If I'm not wrong, probably maybe has just missed 2 or 3 games. So as a player, you see, the thing is this: as a player, you always want to be, you're always fighting for your spot. You always want to play. But the thing is this: what do you expect? Same to Bukayo Saka. Look at all the injuries you've got, hamstring injuries. Same to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka played 90% of last season, played in the Euros, now played this season, got an hamstring injury. Look at Martinelli, played better part of the season, even though, if I'm not wrong, I think last season he had an injury, so he missed a couple of games. Then I think they also went for Copa de America, and then played in preseason, been playing the better part of this season, got an hamstring injury. I won't be surprised if Declan Rice also gets an injury. So honestly, you guys didn't see this coming. The ownership, the directorship, whoever was basically making this decision, I think tonight, whoever decided not to, whoever was involved in all these suckers of thinking not even to get a player on loan, should be fired immediately. Should be fired immediately because this is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed, but as an Arsenal fan, I'm embarrassed of how the whole situation have been managed. The most frustrating thing, the most annoying thing is like we are basically just like two players away from going in the title contention. Look at how many games we have in the Premier League right now. Look at how many games we have in the Champions League. You guys didn't think of signing anybody or even better getting a player on loan? Nah, 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 man. No, I'm honestly, this is embarrassing. This is really, really, really embarrassing. Now let's look at it. Now, what do you have up front? We now have Sterling, we now have Ethan Oeri, and we have Trossard. So basically, imagine, and probably even, don't be surprised if one of them gets an injury. Most recently, we saw Sterling had a knock, was out, I think, for like 2 weeks. Ethan Oeri also had a knock, was out for like 2 weeks. So what if now? Imagine depending on a 17-year-old to see you guys out. Man, I saw this news and I actually mentioned that I was going to take like this 2 week break was more of like I just wanted to just keep away football, but I had to do this video today because what has happened is just total is the highest level of humiliation this club has done to the fans. Actually, it's the total letdown that these guys have done to the fans, to the players, okay, to the coach. This ownership, by the way, what these guys have done to this team, these guys lack ambition. The guy behind me, Arsene Wenger, one of the best coaches the Premier League has ever, not even the Premier League, one of the best coaches the world has ever embraced, was destroyed single-handedly by this ownership. And that's the same thing. That's the same trap I'm seeing Mikel Arteta actually getting into. Honestly, do you guys remember when guys used to sign injured players? You guys remember? You guys, for the guys who've been watching football for some time, for if you've been supporting us, do you remember Arsene Wenger signing injured players? Now tell me, we're supposed to be a big club, but you're moving like Southampton. You're moving like a championship side. It's not like we don't have money. We have money, man. Honestly, we have money. You can't get a striker. You can't buy a player or even get a player on loan, but you're busy selling merchandise. I mean, what's going on in this club? Now, I'm trying to think of the possible solutions that Mikel Arteta wants to do for the rest of the season. I saw that what's his name, Mikel Merino, is usually played as the emergency striker. But why do we have to put ourselves in this predicament? Yet we know what we need to do. It just goes to show you these guys, the Cronkies lack ambition. They lack ambition. They don't take this club seriously. They basically take us for granted by their fans. They don't care about us as fans. They don't give a shit about us fans. Imagine, man. Hey, man. I'm sure people, but they Arsenal fans. If you're an Arsenal fan, I'm annoyed by the. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I'm so angry. This is. Listen, anyway, you guys drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know the possible solutions you think Mikel Arteta is going to implement. But this is embarrassing. I'm honestly embarrassed as an Arsenal fan. It's bad. It's bad. Anyway, guys, see you on the next one. Uh, yeah.